Alright, Matthew, we're on the countdown now to Friday night's championship opener against Loughgall. How do you think pre-season's went for the team?
It's been good. We've got everything, in terms of the coaching staff. We've got everything that we've wanted out of it. Main thing for myself, Trevor, Dave and Chris is that we get the boys a clean bill of health, getting through the pre-season, no injuries, which thankfully so far, we've managed to do that. The boys are in good condition, chatting to them, they're telling me that they're as fit as they've ever been, or they're feeling as fit as they've ever been. So all in all, yeah, we're pleasantly pleased with how it's gone so far.
Only the one defeat in pre-season, the rest have been victories. We've been
defeats, but don't worry.
we've been unable to keep any clean sheets in those friendlies. Is that something that's concerning you, or is it just something that happens in pre-season while trying out new players and new systems?
Well, we had the two defeats, obviously Cumbernack, which was disappointing. Without making excuses, that was our third game in 3 days, and two of them are on the 3G. So I give the boys a little bit of a bye-ball. They were very leggy and they were poor that day. I wouldn't expect that to happen again. Obviously, we lost over at Ards prior to that. Then we kept a clean sheet last week when we won 4-0 at Laurel Vale. It's not been great in terms of conceding goals. I'd rather get the mistakes out of the way now, and some of the mistakes that we've made have been horrific, purely and simply because we may be putting numerous subs on at different stages, and we've maybe not played with a settled team at all or the settled back four until the last couple of games there, which has been a lot better. People make mistakes, get them out of the way now. Come Friday night at Loughgall, I would hope that the players wouldn't maybe be as lax and make them mistakes, and I fully believe that we'll be fine.
We've lost Chris McGahey in pre-season. How much of a blow is that to the team? And have you any plans to replace him going forward?
It's a massive blow. I'm disappointed would be an understatement, because Chris, super since we came into the club, started off pre-season well. Look, his personal situation meant that he's took this opportunity to go to America, and even if I could stop him, I don't think I would have, because of knowing how much work he puts in away from here in his full-time job. In terms of bringing somebody in, we have somebody in. We're just waiting on the paperwork being cleared, and it's just took a little bit longer than what it should have, or what I'd expected. It should have been done last Thursday. To be honest, myself and the opposition manager, where we're bringing him in from, it was fully agreed a while back. It's just, these things happen, in football, and I understand that, and it's just a case of getting that paperwork, just dotting the I's and crossing the T's, and he's here, he's training with us. We're happy with who we've brought in. And now it's just a case of making sure that he's ready for Friday night.
Have you an idea of your best 11 in your head, Matthew, or is that something that you'll dwell on between now and Friday night?
No, I know my team for Friday night, and I have known it for 2 weeks or 3 weeks even. The whole of pre-season was about getting everybody the right amount of minutes. So maybe all of the time people haven't played where you'd naturally believe that they're going to play on Friday night, or vice versa, they maybe played in unfamiliar positions, but it was all about getting the right amount of minutes in the legs and in their bodies. Coming towards Friday now, we know what it's going to be, and training tonight, training Wednesday will be geared towards making sure that shape and personnel is nailed down.
You've informed us tonight that the club captain for the season is going to be Johnny Flynn. How much of an influence do you think he can be, and what was your thinking behind giving the captain's armband?
Talked about it last season when I came in. I didn't believe we had any true leaders at the football club. I went out and identified Johnny early in my time here, and obviously we're speaking with Davy Jeffrey at Ballymena, and obviously with Johnny then about bringing him in, and he was always earmarked as coming in as captain. I think if anybody's been down at the pre-season matches, they'll realise the reasons behind. He's vocal, he's a leader, he's a natural winner, he's a good career behind him, and still at 28 he's still a young enough fella to serve this club for a long time, and I'm hoping that his character now will drive on the rest of our team and the rest of the club going forward.
Finally, Matthew, no injury worries ahead of Friday night, a clean bill of health for the squad?
Yeah, we have a full squad to choose from. A couple of young fellas have come in and done really well as well, and added to our squad. I made no bones about it, we weren't going to carry a massive squad, and that's the situation we're in. Thankfully Chris has come back, obviously, to the football club as physio, and we've kept him fairly quiet, I think, which he's delighted with. And we're also using Chris's experience, of being over in England as a full-time physio, in terms of our prehab rather than rehab. The practices he's putting in and the strength and conditioning exercises will hopefully enable us to keep a clean bill of health over the whole season. You know, running on a smaller squad, we have to make sure that they're looked after in the right way with Chris, obviously, and with Trevor's knowledge in the background and coaching for a long time, and his medical expertise as well. You know, we're hopeful that we won't pick up too many injuries, but we can't do anything about that. But muscular injuries is something that we're massively keen to avoid. If we can avoid them, then I think we'll be okay.
No problem. Well, thank you very much, Matthew, and all the best for Friday night.